Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will talk about how the Ukraine military is using Storm Shadow missiles against Russia. While there has been speculation surrounding this issue, recent reports have officially confirmed the Ukrainian Air Force's involvement. A few days after Ukraine started using the Storm Shadow missiles, Russia announced their air defense shot down a Storm Shadow missile for the first time. In this video, we'll look into two important questions. Firstly, how is Ukraine using Storm Shadow missiles without Western fighter jets? And secondly, can Russia's air defense system effectively counter these advanced missiles? Before addressing the questions, let's take a moment to understand the Storm Shadow missile itself. Storm Shadow, known as SCALP-EG in France, is an Anglo-French, low-observable, long-range, air-launched cruise missile. Developed in 1994, it was designed for pre-planned attacks on high-value fixed or stationary targets. This combat-proven weapon became operational in 2003, and has been successfully used by the Royal Air Force and the French Air Force in conflicts such as the Gulf, Iraq, and Libya. The Storm Shadow missile weighs approximately 1,300 kilograms or 2,900 pounds, and carries a 450 kilogram or 990 pounds conventional warhead. With a range of around 560 kilometers or 350 miles, it can reach targets deep within enemy territory. The export version, which is also given to Ukraine, has a range of 250 kilometers or 155 miles. Equipped with a 5.4 kN thrust turbojet engine, the missile travels at Mach 0.8, ensuring a swift and accurate strike. It is a fire-and-forget missile and is programmed before launch. Once launched, it cannot be controlled or commanded to self-destroy, and its target information cannot be changed. Mission planners program the weapon with details of the target and its air defenses. The Storm Shadow's navigation system relies on a combination of GPS and terrain mapping. It follows a pre-programmed flight path, hugging the terrain at a low altitude to evade enemy radar detection. This stealthy approach enhances the missile's chances of reaching its target undetected. As the missile closes in on the target, it uses a high-resolution thermographic camera, which enables precise target assessment and enhances the effectiveness of the strike. By ascending to a higher altitude, it maximizes the probability of target identification and penetration. Now, let's address the first question: how Ukrainian Air Force is raining down British-sent Storm Shadow long-range missiles on Russian positions? As per the report, Ukraine military Storm Shadow missiles are launched by specially modernized Su-24. The first thing coming to your mind is how Su-24 can fire Storm Shadow missiles. Well, integrating Storm Shadow with Su-24 is extremely challenging, but in the past, we saw Western munitions, like the AGM-88 HARM high-speed radiation missile, and the Joint Direct Attack Munition JDAMR, had already been integrated into the Su-27 and the MiG-29 fighter jets. Or maybe, as we all know, Storm Shadow is a fire-and-forget missile, and targets details and flight path can be pre-programmed before launch, so it does not require direct integration with the Su-24. Moving on to the second question: can Russia's air defense system effectively counter the Storm Shadow missile? In a one-on-one comparison, the answer is clear: Russia's S-400 and S-300 air defense systems have the capability to shoot down the Storm Shadow missile. Even if the missile is carried by the Su-24, it is well within the S-400's reach, and it can be intercepted. However, the modern-day battlefield involves complex scenarios. Reports suggest that Ukraine is deploying Storm Shadow alongside MiG-29 and Su-27 fighters armed with HARM anti-radiation missiles. To protect their aircraft, Ukraine employs tactics such as employing false targets in the form of UAVs and using miniature air-launched decoys. These tactics aim to distract and exhaust Russian air defense units, making it more challenging to intercept the Storm Shadow missiles effectively. After the report of using Storm Shadow against Russia, Russian side claimed that their air defense units intercepted 7 Storm Shadow long-range cruise missiles, 3 HARM anti-radiation missiles, and 7 HIMARS multiple launch rockets. Despite lacking Western fighter jets, the integration of these advanced missiles onto Ukrainian aircraft has been made possible. Russia's air defense systems have the capacity to intercept the Storm Shadow, but the complexity of the modern battlefield and Ukraine's tactical maneuvers create additional challenges. That's it for today. See you in the next video.